Hi everyone, Krishna this side. So in this video, I'll covering this zigzag conversion problem from the LeetCode. Problem number is 6. Let us go through the problem statement, then I'll explain you the logic, and then we'll write down the code. So let's go through the problem statement first. The string, so this is a string, is written in a zigzag pattern on a given number of rows like this. We may want to display this pattern in a fixed font for better legibility. So PAH, now we if we see, right, so this is the string that we are actually writing in a zigzag fashion. So P is been written here, then A, then Y, then P. So it is like this is how the same string we are writing it down in this fashion. Okay. So and we just need to read it in this fashion in the horizontal way. Whatever the zigzag conversation from the form string, we just need to return it in this form. Okay. So write down the code that will take the string and make this conversion going. Sorry, I'm really sorry for this. So this conversion given a number of rows. Okay. So we just need to convert it and we need to return it. So we have given number of rows. So in how many rows we need to just go down and then take it to the zigzag fashion. So if it is given in 3, then as shown in this particular example, right? So we first write P here, then A, then Y, then again we go upside. Okay. So 3 rows is something what we have given. So in that fashion we will write. If it is of 4 rows, then it will be like P A Y P, then A, then L. So it is like that. In that fashion we will write on. So it is shown here as well. So P A Y P A L, then in this fashion we write, and then we horizontally we just add on those whatever the strings forms, and we write down that it in output. Okay. So if it is only single row, then obviously whatever the current string that we given, it is going to be the same answer, right? So that is obviously the base condition that we can consider. So length is actually greater than 1 till 1000, and rows are actually from starts from 1 to 1000. Okay. And yes, basically consists lower and upper cases. So it doesn't matter what it does basically consider. So what, how to solve this particular problem, right? So if we look here, right? So we basically writing the same string, but we are just writing it in top to bottom ways. Like we go from top till number of rows, and again we come back in the same ways, but in a backward direction. Again goes down and again backward direction, and again. So it is like what we can do is basically we can consider number of rows. How many number of rows? That many strings arrays we can consider. That is the first thing that we can have. So and the moment we start reading the strings character from 0 to length of the string, what we will do is in the first array, uh, till number of rows, how many rows we have, till that point we just we basically create those many arrays. Okay. The first string array, second string array, third string array, and fourth string array, as number of rows are actually 4. And we whatever we basically when we start reading the string, we put the first character in the first array, second character in the second array, third character in the third array, fourth in the fourth array. The moment we reach number of rows equals to 0, we just reverse the arrays. Okay. So we again whatever the string character at we are, that character we write it down to the previous array. Again that previous character write it down to the previous array. That's how the things are going, right? So we basically read it and we keep on writing into the arrays, and again we come back to the same arrays, previous arrays, and we keep on adding those strings into the those arrays. That's how the things works. The moment those arrays are getting filled, we just append those arrays into a answer string, and we return that string. Okay. That is the basic approach we can follow here. So let me create those many arrays first. So let's get first the length of the string. So how we can get it? Is dot length. Okay, we got the length. Now the best thing, the basic conditions that we can check is if number rows equals 1, or length, basically if length is actually equals 1. In both the conditions, we simply can return the string, right? Whatever the string that we have. Okay. Again I guess like length, if length is actually equals to numbers, in that condition as well the answer is going to be same, right? So that's something what we can consider. If length is 1, obviously numbers, whatever the numbers that are there, it is going to be satisfied, and we are returning the same answers. But yes, this is another base condition that I want to satisfy. So we are simply returning the same string. Okay. Now as I said, like we will create for each rows we will create arrays. So here I'll use string builder array. Okay. any case we can keep on appending it, and this is better than normal string because it is mutable, and we can keep on adding into the same string rather than creating new object of the string and place it into the heap memory. So yeah, this is best way to handle string related questions. So we use string builder here. And what is the size of the string builder? Number. So how many rows that we have, that means string builder arrays we will create here. And let's create each string builders arrays object first. So length, sorry, it's not length but number of rows, and I plus plus array the array equals array of, sorry, array of I equals new string um builder. Okay, now let's happen if we don't want to do keep it as an array. So we created the objects for each of the string builders. Now basically we can keep on appending anything that we have into these arrays, right? So let's go through this string len I plus plus. Okay, now here I just need to handle a logic where once the moment I reach to the last index or the first index, I just want to keep on going again downside or the upside. Okay, so it is like we keep on going till last row, and again we keep on reaching to the first row. So these two conditions, the moment we reach to the first condition, I mean zeroth index array from the string builder, we again want to go downside. The moment we reach to the last index of this array, that is num rows, we again want to move into the upwards, and we keep on adding into this uh, elements in those arrays, right? So what I'll do is I'll create here a count. Basically this count, initially I'll start it with 0 and direction which will be initially at 1. Okay, so this direction basically helps me go downside or upside and keep on filling into those arrays. So first whatever the current strings character that I basically want to add it to at the 0th index, so array of I dot append yes dot caret I. Okay, zeroth at zeroth index, I just basically appended that first character, and I just want to move downside. Okay, in the zeroth arrays string builder, I just added P. Now I want to add A into the second array, right? So basically, I just want to go downside. So for that, what I'll do is, if count is actually at zeroth location 0, then I keep on setting this direction to 1. Okay, I want to basically go downside. If the count actually reach to this num rows minus 1, because this count is actually start from 0, right? So num row minus 1, so that is like last row, then direction is basically minus 1. That means I just want to move upside, and then I keep on adding this direction into this count. Okay, so what happens is like initially the count is at 0. The direction actually since it started, I appended p at the 0th index of the string builder array. Then count is actually 0, so direction is actually 1. So in the count I added 1. Now the count is 1. So what happens is like this arrays of count. Okay, so yeah, that is the mischief that I have done here. So in the arrays of count, okay, that is at 0th location we added p. Now the count is actually 1. So arrays of 1, that is going to be second array of string builder, there I appended p. Okay, now again this if condition it doesn't satisfy, this if condition also it doesn't satisfy, because count is actually 1. So again count gets updated to 1. We are adding just 1 into this count, right? So the count is 2. Now at second array index, like that is this one. Okay, based on the 0 index basis I'm talking, there we added the third character, that is y. Then now count is actually both the condition doesn't satisfy, so count we add 1 because direction is actually set to 1. So 1 is what we added into the count. So now we are at last index, so the count is actually 3. Arrays of 3, we append the s dot character array. The third character is something this character, fourth character is something what we added into this last arrays index. Now we check if count is equals to 0, direction is actually equals to 1, but that is not something we are at, right? So count is actually equals to 3, that is nums row minus 1. So what we do is basically we set the direction to minus 1. So now direction is going to the upward direction. So every time this until it reaches to the 0th index, the direction is actually set to minus 1. So now each time it just minus 1 to this count, into this count, and it goes on decreasing -1 -1 -1 until it reaches to 0, and it keeps on adding the a y letter, these type of letters. It keeps on adding into the respected arrays indexes, and the array, whatever the string builder is, keep on building it with this one. So p a y p, once it is done, again a is added to the second row, L is added to the first row, and I is again added to the zeroth row. The moment count is actually equals to 0, and we just swap the direction into the downward side. Okay, direction is set something to 1. Okay, that's how we do it. And once these arrays, all the strings arrays, string builder arrays, we these string builders we build based on these for loops. What we'll do is we just keep on considering and appending it on the answers string builder. Okay, so I'll create here another string builder, uh, and I'll name it as answer new string builder. Okay, in this string builder, what I'll do is the string builders we created from this array, we get those and we keep on adding it into the answer dot append these string builders. Okay, now at last we got the answer. What we will do is we simply return the answer, but it is asking actually into the string, so we just convert this string builder into the string using toString. Okay, this is all. Let's run it. Okay, so many mistakes. This should be string. What else? Direction is also mismatched. Okay. What else? Count equals to, okay, those two mistakes are there, right? Let me rerun it again. Okay, all got accepted. Let's submit it. So if we think about the time complexity, we are just looping it once. If you look into this code, right? So we are creating this array, but it is going to be having size of n only, because n arrays element, this strings size if n, so those many n elements only we are adding it into this arrays of string builder. So basically the space complexity is big O of n, obviously, and time complexity is also big O of n, because we are just looping from that n elements, the characters that we have, and we are just appending those into the respected places. So both the space and time complexity is big O of n. So that's all from this particular video. I hope you guys got some learning. Thank you for watching this video. Bye bye.